Hello, dear friends. Here we are for another study of one of the books of Andrea Luiz. Every Thursday at 8 a.m., we are here together. This time to study the book Green Light by the Spirit Andrea Luiz through the mediumship of Francisco Cândido Xavier. What a blessing and an honor to be with you today. Today, we're going to be talking about chapter 34. And Andrea Luiz labeled this chapter Suggestion While on the Pathway. Suggestions while on the pathway of life. So he's going to give us some suggestions on what and what not to do. He starts by saying, why lament? Instead, learn always. Each person will reap from life not only what he or she has done, but also how he or she did it, or how the thing was done. Unquote for now. So those are the first two phrases of this chapter. And he's going to say this because sometimes, let's look at these lines with the idea of how you and I are going to apply these teachings to our daily lives. He says, why lament? Instead, learn always. We do, at times, lament and complain about the situations, the occasions, the circumstances we find ourselves in, even though we are most likely the agents that brought those situations to ourselves. We paint ourselves into corners and then we complain. He says, no, let's learn. So when we find ourselves in a less desirable situation, we try to see what can I learn so that I don't find myself in this conundrum again. Each person will reap from life not only what we have done, but also how we did it. Not only the feats, but how are we doing things? Are we doing things out of love, out of compassion? Are we looking for ways to serve in anything we do? There are ways of doing things right, but without infusing any love or kindness into it. Or are we doing it in a manner that I put myself, that you put yourself as this vessel, as this vector of service towards others? We are living in a time on the earth where many times we will be talking about doing things, but it's very self-centered. And we seem to think that other people are self-centered, but the community is the sum of all of us. So how I'm going to do, how I will travel, how my work, the pronouns are always this possessive, mine. Then he's saying, whatever you and I do, it matters not only what we do, but how we do it. So how are all your actions today? Have we been able to see ourselves as these vessels of grace, of kindness, and how we do things? Because there is a way to still accomplish our personal goals while being mindful of the fact that our actions, our decisions, our ideas, our emotions, and our thoughts affect others. So it's very important that we don't fall into the traps of the self-centeredness that we are seeing on the earth today. Because we are here to learn, and learning through service. He says, do not deceive yourself with false appreciations of justice, for time is the judge for everyone. Remember, we receive everything from God who changes it or transforms it or takes things away from us according to our needs. So, how many times we found ourselves, we work so hard for something and then it goes away? It may be a job, a relationship, a place, or even our physical possessions. A storm comes, destroys the house that it took you so long to build, for example. We see that with natural disasters and man made disasters as well. So God is giving everything. You are a co creator. Through your actions in the physical dimensions and molding and changing and transforming the universal cosmic fluid, the spiritual fluids around you, you are co-creating with God. But God is a creator. God is giving us the ingredients for co-creation. So we receive everything from God, including this life, including this opportunity of moving through the planetary transition and acquiring those eternal values that we came here for. We didn't come here only to rest, to watch movies, series, to travel, to go from activity to activity to activity. We came here to learn, and we came here to serve one another, because every minute we choose not to serve, we're choosing selfishness. Even when we're enjoying ourselves, because the law of labor also dictates we need to have rest, but rest can be all the time. Rest has to be mindful. Even resting, we can be of service to others. It says, humility is a mute angel. An angel doesn't speak. The less you need, the more you will have. So when we decrease our needs, when we declutter, when we remove things from our lives, the more we'll have. You free yourself from that task, that activity, that cleaning, so on and so forth. He says, tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day without a doubt. But in order to work, serve, renew, and learn, today is the right time. So let's not waste our time in waiting. Tomorrow, when I retire, I'll go to the Spirit Center. Tomorrow, when my children are grown, I will go to the Spirit Center. Tomorrow, when I have more money, I'll do this. Tomorrow may not come. We don't know what time we're going to be returning to our spirit, our true home in the spiritual realm. So today, he says, to work, serve, renew, and learn today is the right time. That's our call of service today. Today, we should be inspired. We feel inspired by Andrea Luiz to serve in any way we can, with physical means of service, donating your time to a cause, to a translation, to the center, so on and so forth. We can also donate our time in terms of we can silently pray for folks, we can make the lives of others better, we can be charitable, we can be empathetic, we can forgive. And today is the right time to renew ourselves. Time is precious. No, time is gold, as precious as gold. But service is light. So the light of Christ, because Christ came here and he served his entire time, even before he became, before his 3 years of work, even when he was creating the earth billions of years ago, planning our evolution, caring for each and every one of us. Christ is serving. So we need to follow the model and the guide. There's only one evil to fear, the evil that is still inside of us. Do not stop the edification of good, nor rest on your laurels, nor count the difficulties on the pathway of life. Do your tasks seem to fail? Go ahead and keep working, for often it's necessary to suffer so that God can grant us renewal. Unquote for now. So, with a few suggestions while in the pathway of this lifetime, with our millenary goals in mind, in the forefront of our day, this morning we are invited to serve because in order to work, serve, renew, and learn, today is the right time. Dear friends, thank you for the opportunity of being with you today. I hope you stay well. I hope you stay safe, and I'll see you next week with another chapter from the book Green Light by the Spirit Emmanuel through the mediumship of Francisco Cândido Xavier. Stay well, stay safe. God willing, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.